Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Tonight I'm going to do an unboxing video and we might have some feline activity input that happens. Would you like to sit on your chair? 1 second, folks. Mr. Man needs to sit on his chair. There you go. Meow meow. So before we get started with the video, I would like to ask if you are enjoying the things that I'm putting out and the content I'm putting out, please consider subscribing to the channel. Give me the thumbs up so that YouTube knows that more people might want to see this and it can reach more people. And I'd really like to see my channel grow. So please share it with anybody you think who might enjoy the things that I'm talking about and the content I'm putting out. So like I said, tonight's going to be an unboxing video, but I wanted to show something that I already unboxed. Not how that usually works, but just work with me, folks. It is October 21st tonight, so it is officially Scorpio season. So happy birthday to all the Scorpios out there. I think I probably know, I don't think about it, but I think I probably know more Scorpios than any other sign. Like, it's insane. Between October 21st and probably like November 15th or so, I have no less than one birthday a day. I mean, it's like boom to boom to boom to boom, back to back to back to back. It's nuts. On Halloween, I know four people. Like, it's crazy. The woman who first taught me tarot card. Oh God, I'm glad I'm saying this. The woman who was my first real teacher to help really guide me and give me some structure and assistance with becoming a reader, and then encouraging me to become a professional reader, Glenda the Good Witch. She is the Scorpio. I mean, I had my mommy was a Scorpio. I know so many. And I get into trouble because I remember people's signs, but I don't remember their actual birth date. So one of the necessary evils that Facebook provides is um, I can at least try to keep track of people's birthdays. But happy Scorpio season, almost blessed Samhain, and almost happy Halloween for everybody. So I've been decorating. You know, it's like when you first move into a place. So I've been trying to get new things and decorating. And I got these. Well, actually, I didn't get these. My friend Renee, my old neighbor, and we still live very close to one another. She's so friggin' awesome. Look at these little ghosts she got me. They're a little tangled up. But how stinking cute are these? And they're made out of this cool gauze. Like, I like how it's kind of drapey. Looks like some sort of like medical gauze. But look, they light up. I don't think the camera is picking up. All right, I'm actually going to turn off the ring light for a second, guys, just because I want you to see how cool these are. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Ah, are these not adorable? So my little ghosties. So she got me a string of three of these. So I'm excited to hang these up and turn this ring light back on, guys. There we go. So I'm excited to hang those up, and I decorated my door with really pretty wreath and lights and stuff. So I'm super excited, stoked about that. So I had to share my little ghosts, but I am going to do an unboxing on a set of cards that I'm really excited to open up and to start using. So this particular deck is something that is kind of near and dear to my heart because a wonderful lady that I mean, I say, maybe saying calling us friends might be a little bit of a stretch. She might be like, yeah, girl, slow down. Um, she is a very dear acquaintance and has a very special place in my heart, though we've never met in person. I started following her blog, oh Jesus, like 2009 or so, and she has an amazing tarot blog. Anybody who is interested in learning how to read cards or getting reviews, seeing reviews on tarot cards, she has an amazing blog. Her name is Kiki, and her blog is called The Bohemianness, and her Instagram handle is The Bohemianness. And she is such an awesome lady. She's created several different decks. She's done several Lenormand decks. I have two of her Lenormand decks, and don't get me started on Lenormand. I am so fascinated by that system, and I love it so much. But I have just got such a tarot brain. I can't. I shouldn't say that because it's reinforcing the negative. But I just friggin' cannot get Lenormand for the life of me. One day I will, damn it. One day I will. I haven't found that day yet, or that day has not found me yet, but I love Lenormand so much. It's such a cool, kick ass, fascinating oracle system to use. And she's created two beautiful decks. One is has interesting pictures because some of them are personal pictures to people and things that are very special and sacred to her in her life. And one is a very kind of spooky, goth kind of a Lenormand deck. But she's created several other ones, different types of oracle systems. And this in this little box is one of her decks. So without further ado, I'm going to open this up, and I'm so stoked to show this because Kiki has been one of the very instrumental people in encouraging me to do a damn YouTube channel. So I got a reading from her, and the cards just came out with all the yes, 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 that's what I should do. And she was just so encouraging and positive. So it's kind of exciting to do an unboxing of her cards. Being attacked by a box. Oh, nice packaging to make sure they're safe and sound. And they come in this little nice plain packaging, a bit of cellophane, so I'm just going to use a knife to open that up. Do. All right, so let's see here. Cellophane removal, and a nice tuck box with my nails that need to be polished, but we're not going to talk about that. And here they are. Oh my God, this is her October Oracle. And look at that backing. Isn't that friggin' gorgeous? Oh, it just screams all things October. The rich purples and a bit of black and the autumn leaves. And as you can see, it's a round deck. Now, look, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't particularly care for round decks. It's just not my thing. But I love this woman. I love her as a reader. I love the content that she puts out so much. She's just so freaking awesome. And I love the decks that I've bought from her in the past. And so I am all about supporting my girl. And she puts so much intention into her decks that the magic of her essence that she puts into her decks, the accuracy that the messages deliver is freaking spot on accurate. So I'm really, really excited to have this deck. And again, there's the beautiful backing. Might be able to see it a little bit better without the cellophane on it. Speaking of backings, look, people, I apologize that this tragic ass. Who paints a house this color? I can't, y'all. I can't. If you've watched my other videos, you've heard me bitch about the colors of my walls before and the fact that my landlord asked me to not paint. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, we'll see how that works out. But I bought a tapestry, so at least you guys would have something better to look at. And I bought it at a large size, so it's kind of distorted. It was like a beautiful image of the moon, and it's just so large. I think the distortion will be too much. on this size of a wall. Like it needs to cover a much bigger space than this right here. So just bear with me. We'll have something better soon, I promise. But thinking of the backs made me think of the background you guys have to endure. Just bear with me, folks. Bear with me. So the first card, death. I love this. And Kiki is a Scorpio too. And she loves October and all things creepy and macabre like myself. So she and I are both huge fans of Dexter. Ooh, perspective. I love that. It's kind of a hanged man vibe. Look at that sweet little baby sleeping. I always say bats are like black foxes with wings, but they also look kind of like cats with wings. Ooh, offering. Oh my God. Jesus. That fire looks like a sentient being. Isn't that gorgeous? Ah, oh, so vibrant. You can just hear the crackling and the roaring of the flames. Tradition. I love this. As we prepare for Samhain, and how pumpkins are such a part of so many people's traditions, especially Celtic traditions. But believe it or not, they have reaches into the ATRs, African traditional religions. Those of us who honor the Orisha, there is Oshun, and even though her name is Oshun, she is the embodiment of the river. But Oshun, one of her sacred symbols, is the pumpkin because pumpkins symbolize where she keeps her money. So pumpkins symbolize wealth and prosperity in ATRs as well as in Celtic traditions. And it's that final harvest. So, in its own right, prosperity that you have the abundance and the food. And pumpkins can be used for so many, many things. The seed can be used, you can make them soups, and of course, jack o' lanterns. Ooh, omen. That's really pretty. Intention with a magical cauldron. This is so awesome. I love this. If you guys could hear this cat in the background, it's ridiculous. Spirits or spirits. Beauty. Living in a swamp. I mean, it's October and look at me. I'm sitting here in a damn sundress because it's 71 degrees at 10:48 p.m. What are you going to do? But I'm not saying I want to live in snow again. I believe snow should be a choice, not a way of life. But damn it, I miss autumn. I miss fall. I miss the foliage and the leaves changing. I probably spent as many years in the north as I have in the south. Uh, Lived in Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, and I miss autumn. I miss the leaves changing. And when I'm in England, I'm usually there until October and seeing the leaves change. I miss that. Oh, the veil. Oh, that's gorgeous. The mist and the fog. It's like a very liminal space kind of a feel. Look at this spider web trap. Oh, and can you guys see? I think the camera is picking up that bit of rainbow iridescence on it. I guess kind of what, lures you in and before you know it. And spider, look at how gorgeous that cobweb is with the mist on it. And let me tell you something. Spider webs are incredibly hard to photograph. I have tried countless times and I've only been successful in really getting a good photograph of a cobweb, of a spider web once with the dew on it. Now, I can't pronounce this word, so forgive me, I'm not Dutch. Hygge, 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 whatever it is. that is all things of that word. All the coziness and creature comforts and self-care and wholesomeness and gentility. Hot cocoa and a cozy blanket and a good book and beautiful leaves. Love it. Mm. Deception. I like this. Fun. How stinking cute and adorable. I'm gonna have to ask Kiki, is this like a picture of someone she knows? Sometimes she'll do that in some of her decks. Ritual. Mm, that is absolutely beautiful. It looks like very sacred space carved out for a Samhain ritual. I'm looking forward to having a Samhain ritual celebration this year. My pumpkin cup. I'm looking forward to celebrating Samhain this year as Samhain. I have other things I'm going to do as a voodoo practitioner. The shop I work at, and we're going to do every year. We block up the street and have a huge celebration because, whatever you call it, Samhain, Dia de los Muertos, honoring the dead, whatever name, it all is essentially the same in that it's honoring deceased loved ones. It's honoring the ancestors or the departed. So we have a huge celebration. I don't know what it's going to look like in a 2020 COVID year. We'll see. But we're doing something for that too. And there's usually a vampire ball. And I was so looking forward to being the reader again this year for the Anne Rice ball, but COVID. So, but I am definitely going to celebrate Halloween, but I'm going to celebrate Samhain in the Celtic tradition. So I'm really excited for that. I love this darkness, but even amidst the darkness, there's always looking for the light. That's beautiful. Milky Way. Superstition. Mm, I love that. In New Orleans, God knows we have so many damn superstitions. It's ridiculous. If a broom falls, company's coming. Um, Now that I want to think of some, I can't think of any. And we have so many of them. In voodoo, don't walk into a cemetery backward. Don't walk into a cemetery or walk out of a cemetery straight on. You walk backwards and turn as you're walking in, and then back yourself walking out and turn, and then continue outward. Superstition that so that way no unwanted spirits will attach themselves to you. Oh, isn't that friggin' gorgeous? Reflection, beautiful amber moon in the woods. Mm, shadow. It's a good time to do shadow work this time of year. Rejuvenation, illumination, the winds of change. Shit. Horror. I was like, oh, what a sweet picture. This bitch has a hatchet. Horror. And Kiki, like I said, she is a massive fan of horror movies and shows like that. That's brilliant. The dichotomy, the contrast in her precious little toile dress, carrying a hatchet. Loss. Ah, it's a beautiful cemetery scene. Home. Some of these scenes really remind me of England. Hell, so much reminds me of England. I'm not sure if it really is, but this could easily also be a house uptown in the Garden District in New Orleans. So Either way, it's beautiful. Pause. Hmm. Finding a place for quiet seclusion in order to just pause. Protection. I like that. Diversity. This is beautiful. I love that. Release. What do we need to release at this time that's no longer serves us? Tranquility. Simplicity. What a precious little candelabra. It's beautiful. Cleansing. And then there are two cards that are, there's got to be a name for what these are called. With the October Oracle, you can carry autumn with you all year long. Let the images and keywords guide your intuitive readings on these cards. She does not have a guidebook that goes with it. And then here is her contact information if you are interested in these. Just that October, that orange haze and mist in the background. So there, it's like I said, it's a round deck. It's not super big, so it's very easy to shuffle. Let's see. Shuffle around it. You know, I keep looking and I'm realizing I'm catching myself. I'm looking the wrong way as opposed to directly at the camera. I know I shot some of the videos vertically. What is that? Vertically. And I'm realizing that for YouTube, I need to have the camera this way. So I'm still getting used to looking at the camera itself and not the center of the phone or the wrong direction. So let's see. What is the message tonight? What is the takeaway for anybody who watches this video? Are we going to get a flipper? We're not going to get a flipper, so one last shuffle. Okay. And I tend to like to cut the cards, so. And I realized I shuffled with her other. Ooh, offering. That gorgeous bonfire, the flames. So, what offering do you want to think about leaving if you are having a celebration, or even if you're not necessarily having a huge celebration for Samhain? But what offering could you leave for your spirits, for nature spirits, for your spirits of your ancestors and those in your spiritual court? Or what do you need to perhaps let go of and release in a bonfire, do a fire ritual? This also speaks to me of fire scrying and what could you leave maybe for whatever spirits who might help you to work with a bit of fire scrying. It's absolutely beautiful. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoy the October Oracle. I'm really looking forward to using this. I'm going to be doing readings tomorrow at the shop, so I think I will bring this one into the shop. I just realized they're around like October. Oh, derp. Maybe that's why she made that one a round oracle, but I'm looking forward to using these in the shop. And one other thing I wanted to ask you guys and mention to you is that as a tour guide with COVID, you know, everything has changed. So we're just starting to open up to do tours here in the city. But I am a part of a project and it is called Fright Night NOLA. So if you would like to be taken on tours throughout the city of New Orleans, join us on our Facebook page, Fright Night NOLA. There is me and two other guides, Scott, who handles everything from behind the scenes on the camera, and my friend Cedric. We take you throughout the streets of, well, I was going to say throughout the streets of the French Quarter, but we take you all around the city of New Orleans. It's kind of cool because we're not carrying any guests with us in a traditional tour sense. So we are walking around and we do, I'd say, maybe about it's either 12 or 14 weeks of each week doing a different tour before we recycle, the sequence again. So it is all things New Orleans and supernatural and paranormal. Cedric is, he and his wife Evie are both paranormal investigators. They have their own team, but we do ghost stories and haunted tales. I talk about voodoo as a religion and some of the history of it. We definitely get into the history of New Orleans and many, many different citizens and throughout its history since 1718 when it was founded. We talk about vampires. Cedric is a very proud member of the vampire community and his particular clan. So we talk about vampires and divination and ghosts and hauntings and all things that go bump in the night and take you into the shadows, as we say, and walk around New Orleans and surrounding areas. So it's not just in the quarter, it's uptown. We just did a tour tonight uptown. So jump on our Facebook page for Fright Night NOLA and tune in next Wednesday. And yeah, we're going to be talking about some things that are appropriate to the season. I will be doing a presentation on, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing a presentation on, so let me not get to lying, but I'm going to be doing a presentation for something for Voodoo Authentica that will be related to this season. And Cedric will be doing something special, taking you inside one of the vampire balls, which is a really, really neat thing to go to. So it's going to be brought to you online because they're not allowed to have the ball this year because 2020 happens. I will leave you with one final note. Go vote. If you can do early voting, go do early voting. I have done and dusted and I have cast my vote. So please go out, vote. On that note, thank you so much for stopping by and checking out my channel. Again, please share it with anybody you think might enjoy it. And I'm going to try to do another video before Halloween and Samhain. It's Halloween around this place is it's a season in New Orleans. It's not just a day, it is an actual season. So with the city starting to open up, we're starting to get a little bit as active as we can. So anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you so much for joining me this evening and blessed be.